The German president, 85-year-old Paul von Hindenburg, once contemptuously dismissed Adolf Hitler as that Bavarian corporal. On January the 30th, 1933, that Bavarian corporal shook the world by taking over as Chancellor of Germany and establishing Nazism and fascism as a dominant political force. Hitler had gained the chancellorship after weeks of backdoor political intrigue by bankers, army officers and right-wing politicians. He was 44, a high school dropout, house painter and right-wing political activist. To his friends, he was the savior of the German race. To his enemies, a Jew-baiting rabble-rouser. But his timing was immaculate. Hitlerism was born out of a middle-class longing for order after the chaos caused by the First World War. The bankers and industrialists liked him because he and his supporters were the main and the most effective enemies of the German communists. There was also a nostalgic desire by the Junkers, or officer class, to recapture the glories of German military might. All these things conspired to give Hitler the support he needed to establish a total grip on the country, politically and emotionally. Once we get to Berlin, Hitler said, we will never leave it. Hours after he was made Chancellor, the Reichstag, the German parliament, went up in flames. In effect, the building became the funeral pyre of German democracy. The Nazis blamed the communists for the fire. This is a God-given signal, said Hitler. There is nothing now that will stop us crushing the murderous pest within our midst with an iron fist. Immediately, decrees were issued snuffing out all legal guarantees of personal liberty, freedom of speech and right of assembly. At last, Hitler had got the dictatorial powers he'd always wanted, and the world was set on a course that was to cost countless millions of lives over the next generation.